us on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKP Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I am committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
The 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Wednesday at Washington Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's Summer Concert Series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Also, come enjoy the Black Arts Fest MKE this Saturday from noon until 10 p.m. at the Summerfest grounds. The festival strives to educate all and strengthen pride in African ancestry. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel angry or depressed most of the time? Do you feel neglected or unloved?
Do you feel you attract people who tend to be compulsive or abusive?
Do you have money problems because of someone else's drinking?
Are you afraid or embarrassed to bring your friends home?
Do you feel that if the drinker loved you, she or he would stop drinking?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
More than half of all adults have a family history of alcoholism.
Not everyone trapped by alcohol is an alcoholic.
Families and friends are suffering too. Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
You know what it is, Truth Nation? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
The best way to start your day. Cutting through the noise and bringing you the real stories behind the headlines.
Talk to someone about how you feel. Do not internalize it. Do not consume it. You deserve to be heard.
It's time to wake up with Milwaukee's favorite morning show.
It's not just we canceled it, it's over, it's a done deal. Shouldn't be that way. That program still should proceed no matter how a few may go.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee.
Telly, where all the watch party? Where the brothers gonna be? I just wanted to see what she was gonna do.
This is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. Here are your hosts, the effective communication coach Denise Thomas and two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes.
Good Tuesday morning. It's the first of the month, August 1st, 2023. And welcome to Truth Be Told, live from the American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. In for DT this morning is Miss Bailey Coleman. Good morning, Bailey.
Good morning, Telly. How are you?
I am doing awesome at this present moment, but things will change for me, and I'm going to tell you in a second. But first, how are you?
I'm great. Extra long weekend.
Yes. Benjamin, good morning.
It's amazing.
It's always amazing in Benjamin's universe.
Absolutely.
But before I get into what I have going on today and tomorrow, Bailey, last week, I know we haven't talked to you since, but the Thrive Through live show at the Broken Bat, how did that turn out? How was everything?
In the words of Benjamin, it's amazing.
Yeah, so tell us all about it. I know you were doing the live show, so you and Vivian King.
Yes.
And which means that you all couldn't be guest bartenders and do the show at the same time, but how did everything else turn out?
Everything went great. Trust me, you didn't want me to be a guest bartender anyways. I'll be over there thinking I'm a mixologist or something, and I'm not. You know what? We had the pleasure of course, talking with our general manager here at The Truth, Sharice Harris, about her journey, her cancer journey. And we spoke with her doctor. We spoke with the fine folks at ABCD, that's after breast cancer diagnosis. We talked to Dr. Sandra Underwood. We had so many guests. And, you know, we talked about before, during, and after, you know, the diagnosis. And just to get the word out there. And there were so many people that came out to support. It was wonderful. And all the proceeds benefit Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. They have a cancer care unit there, and they're doing all kinds of amazing research there. So it was really a blessing and a wonderful thing that we could all come out and give back and do our part. And you can still give back by getting the T-shirt from the event. Just go onto our website at 1017thetruth.com, and you can go ahead and do that. It's a great way to give back. Yep.
Yes. I missed it, and but I had heard great things, and I wanted to hear from a source who was actually there.
Yeah, so it was wonderful.
Everything went well. Speaking of health, next couple days I'm gonna be going through it, Bailey.
What?
I'm gonna be going through it.
Why?
This is truth be told, and
we want to know.
I'm not quite the open book that Denise is, but on a personal note, and I encourage everyone that is of age, and especially black men. I'm having a colonoscopy tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not so concerned about the procedure. Mm-hmm. I'm more concerned about all this stuff they have me doing before the procedure.
Oh, I can understand. Oh, so I've had a colonoscopy before.
Okay.
One time.
So please help me out. Please ease my nerves, because this is the day before, and I've started my fast.
Okay.
And,
man, that's the most strenuous part of it.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
You know, I mean, did you get the gummies, the clear gummies that they tell you to get?
No. So I went and got the Miralax, and I went and got some Docalax and whatever other kind of laxes they have. And I went and got my Gatorade. So I'm reading the instructions now, and it says morning, day before examination, begin a clear liquid diet at 6 a.m. So I've started.
You gonna clear it all out. One thing that they let you have are clear gummies. So, you know, they just don't want you to have like the red and the blue, you know, the darker colors. But I'm telling you, I've never tasted such great things as gummies. and I haven't had any since. But
No
I
gummies.
mean,
I got a bunch of Gatorade and popsicles. They said you can eat popsicles.
Yeah,
so.
did they limit the color? Because sometimes they want to make sure that the colors.
Oh, yeah. Nothing red or purple.
Yeah. So
what
it's the same with the gummies. And, I'm going to pray for you, Telly, because it's, it's strenuous. It is. And the first thing you want to do is like go have a huge meal and they tell you, but you can eat, You might want to start off with some soup.
So Thursday morning I wake up, I'm straight, or am I still, I still should probably sleep on the bathroom floor?
Oh, no, you'll be fine because once you empty your system out, there's pretty much nothing left. So,
okay,
you're gonna be fine. You'll be fine that day. I was a little upset that I couldn't sleep a little longer because that little propofol they give you. I see why Michael.
Oh no! I'm gonna get the drip.
But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh man, I didn't know I was gonna be on the drip.
Yeah, they usually put you out for a few minutes, but they only give you a little tiny bit of it, and you're waking up, as soon as they get done,
And I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will take it. Put me out, make sure that I wake up, and that's first and foremost.
Yeah, absolutely.
And secondly, be done by the time I wake up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do not want to wake up and they're like, well, we still up in there. No,
No,
Get
what?
on out of there.
The magic of it is usually for me was, I went in normal, right? Laying on my back and everything. And, they hook you up to little IVs and everything. And you come out and it's like, okay, what happened? Did y'all do it or what? Are we still waiting on something? But I mean, no, it's just like you go in normal and you come out normal.
I will take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday, if it's that easy, let me tell you. But I am and I started off by saying, once again, I am getting a colonoscopy, and I encourage all black men, please go do it.
Yes.
When you get of age, of course, and which they have lowered. It used to be 50, now it's 45, and depending on how things continue to trend, it might be even wiser to lower that age, especially if you have a history of any cancer in your family. And so I am looking forward to it. I definitely want to just go ahead and get it done. I know how important it is. And just regular doctor visits. I know that's something that within our community, especially for black men, we don't like going to the doctor until something's wrong.
Right.
And a lot of times that's too late. So go find out what's going on with you, because you think you really kick it and ball out for your birthday and stuff like that. Get a clean bill of health. That's something to celebrate.
Exactly. Ladies, too, do not forget, you need to go get one, too, and, mammograms and all of those things, clinical breast exams. Get all of that. It's all about your health.
Yes. Trying to stick around this camp as long as we can.
Right. Okay. I'm sitting here preaching. Let me make my appointment for my physical right now. See,
there you go. I hope I can encourage not just you, Bailey, but
yes.
Truth Nation. If you're listening, make sure you get it done. Make sure you get your annual, men get your physical once a year. Make sure that everything is good, because you don't want to be walking around thinking everything all good and it's not.
Yeah. And you know what? That whole thing that you're about to do, Telly, what is it called again? I forgot.
Colonoscopy.
Right. I know. Look, I want to say I agree with one of our callers that hit us up on the Truth Talking text line. They said that was the best sleep I ever had in my life. And you know what? You do wake up from that after you get the propofol. You do wake up very rested. I mean, if you haven't felt rested in a long time, you will feel rested after you wake up from that. So I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying you feel good. You feel good after you wake up from that.
All right, the best sleep ever, because I haven't had a lot of good sleep lately, and I welcome some good rest. And Truth Nation, we welcome all of your text and calls. Hit us up on the Truth Talking text line, 833-212-1017. We have a jam-packed show, something that rarely happens, a lot of local news, and we are going to dive into it, from the deal to buy abandoned Northridge Mall falling through to Milwaukee organization offering free gun locks. Is that the answer to all of these child shootings and children getting shot by other children? Will this be an answer? The Milwaukee organization offers free gun locks. Also, Bailey, your girl, Justice-elect Janet, say her last name.
All right now, so Protasiewicz. I'm sorry.
You go get it. Janet Protasiewicz will be sworn in today. And why is that significant? We'll tell you why. Because there will be a shift in the state of Wisconsin's higher courts.
Can you feel the shift, people?
Yeah, you feel it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to be feeling a lot of movement in my body coming soon, but that's a whole nother story. We'll get into more of that when Truth Be Told returns. Bailey Coleman in for DT. Keep it locked right here on 101.7 FM The Truth.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Telly Hughes, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is a show that's committed to creating a healthy space and dialogue every single morning for full transparency when it comes to issues and perspective through the African American lens. So listen to Truth Be Told with me, Telly Hughes, every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
Hello, I'm Tony Evers, the Governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured, we're here to help. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. Call 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727. or visit vrapwi.com. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Fred, why choose Erie Insurance?
The passion that we put around your personal development and your growth. We pay for you to go to college.
What?
Yes, we will help pay for you to go to college. So you get your foot in the door with us, we will help advance your career.
Okay.
We will help you get the designations, like I mentioned. It's even easier now. I'm doing it from the outset with our diverse communities to help them get these designations and licenses before you even show up inside the doors of Erie Insurance.
Visit erieinsurance.com for more information.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800 270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I lost my 10-year-old daughter, Teresa, to COVID in just a few short days. Teresa was a healthy child who loved to dance. When Teresa got sick, I didn't think it was serious until she was rushed to the hospital. COVID and flu can be serious for anyone, but they're especially dangerous for communities of color. Please get your COVID and flu vaccines and stay up to date on all immunizations, because vaccines save lives.
To learn how to protect your family, visit vaccinateyourfamily.org/learn.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let's wake faster, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up, wake up, wake up, wake up, let's wake faster, wake up, get up, get up, get up, get up, wake up.
DT, welcome back to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. That's right, it's the first of the month. Man, that song will never get old.
Okay.
Legendary song by Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. Funny quick story, when I was in college, my roommate was a white guy, and Bone was just coming out. And I was like, hey, man, you know what that song is? He said, yeah, that's the Bone Thugs. I said, all right, I'll let you have that one. So, big news. Justice-elect Janet Protasewicz will be sworn in today. But before we get into that, a headline that caught my attention, I was going to start off with Janet Protasewicz being sworn in because that shifts the balance of the state's high court from a majority of conservative justices to liberal. And that is a huge, huge deal. And we're going to get deep into that. But before we do, I saw this story and I said, Bailey, I don't know if this is the answer to this child-on-child shooting violence we have seen throughout the summer in Milwaukee. The latest one was, police say, an 11-year-old boy unintentionally shot a 7-year-old boy. But it seems like we've been hearing stories like that at least once a week. And now there is a Milwaukee organization offering free gun locks to reduce access to firearms and save lives. I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know about that. I think, number one, yes, it does affect our community more. You hear about it happening more in our community. But I also think that the people that own these guns and have them where there's access to them by minors, I don't know if they are concerned about gun locks. I don't know if you're buying a gun to only buy a lock for it. I get it. It'll stay locked when you're not trying to use it. But you never know when you're going to need a gun if you are a gun owner. And you're going to go to it and it's locked when you might need it. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Bailey?
Well, first of all, just because we hear about it more in our community and it happening more in our community doesn't mean that that is actually the case. You know, the media likes to spend a lot of time with us. They love the black community. Not so much anyways, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening more or not happening at all in other communities. It's just that they hear about more of the crime and the things that are happening in our community because they spend their time focusing on that, right? But I do feel that it's one step forward in gun safety to have the locks. So on one hand, it's cool, but is it solving the problem when people really, everybody has their own preference of how they do things. But if I have a young child around my house, it's better if you have a gun in your house, you make sure that even as a teenager, they can't get in. Now, how you do that, whether you have a double knot safe or whatever it is that you're doing, it's your responsibility as the adult in the house. And if you seriously are adulting, then you'll make sure that that's out of reach of your kids, and I wouldn't show a teenager how to get in. You don't need to know my locks and my combinations and my codes. You don't need a key to my safe. You don't, But that's the responsibility of the parent. If you choose to have that type of thing in your house, there are plenty of other weapons and things that you can have in your house in case you need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think there are a lot of people that have, weapons and things like that in their house that don't really need it, and you have to be, above all else, if you're going to do that, you have to be responsible. And if you're someone that is allowing someone to live with you that way, then you got to be, both of y'all have to be responsible with that,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only way to stop it.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you see some both parents being charged when their kids take their guns and go somewhere and commit mass shootings, because it is the parent's responsibility to make sure that your children or minors don't have access to these firearms. They don't have access to your debit card.
Exactly. Who's going to give them the fantastic plastic?
Yeah. They ain't got access to other things that you value a lot of. They don't have access to your savings account. They don't have access to a lot of things that I just feel like you can prevent it. Now, I know you're going to have people that say, oh, we're hunters and we like outdoor sports and things of that nature. Then you keep it outside of the house.
Exactly.
And I get that you feel as though that's a form of protection, but protect it from amongst your family as well.
Exactly.
Protect it from children and minors that may be around. Truth Nation, hit us up. Let us know what you think of this. 833-212-1017. There's an organization that partnered with the city of Milwaukee and the Office of Violence Prevention to distribute at least 1,000 gun locks. It's a device that prevents a gun from being fired. Bailey, you mentioned a good point about where this is being reported on the most. And it seems like it's just in our communities. And we know that this happens a lot of places. But the reason why I think it is imperative for our community to get involved in this and pay more attention to this, because I think it does happen more in our community. And that's the reason why the media has to report it more. I don't think that if a 9-year-old shot an 11-year-old in Germantown, they wouldn't report it just because there's a chance they may be Caucasian. And when you look at the gun locks where they will be available for free, there's a list of 10. And if you go to any of the local news websites, you will see it. But everything is in our community, Bailey. You can get free gun locks at United Neighborhood Center of Milwaukee on 1609 West North Avenue. You could get one at City on the Hill, 2224 West Kilbourne Avenue, the Journey House, Milwaukee Christian Center, Neighborhood House of Milwaukee, New Life Community Development. All of these places are in our neighborhood, but I see why because this is what we're seeing. This is what is being reported more often.
Ben, this is what is being reported more often. Those are the key words. And I know this, like, it's happening a lot here right now. Doesn't mean that it's always like that. You know, and the thing is, we always tend to elevate stories that happen in Milwaukee more because Milwaukee's a bigger city. But there are things happening in other places. And I think for our community as well, it's a huge misconception that Milwaukee is the only place that crime happens. If you pay attention on some of these, some of these different stories, every once in a while they'll throw something in. Oh yeah, and so and so burned down a house with all her kids and blah 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 in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin or whatever. These things do happen, in other places. Right now, it just seems that it's a lot. There's a lot going on in the city of Milwaukee with it. And that was my point, because you could say all day that, it only happens in Milwaukee. But there are so many crimes and so many things happening in other places that, we have to be realistic about it too. But on another point, I've got to say, as a black mother, there is no way in the world that in my household, I'm placing a gun in my son's hand. Y'all need to think about that for real, because it's already hard enough. Brothers are already young men, and I mean, there's already enough anxiety with black men just going back and forth to the grocery store, just going, if they have a car, driving around in their cars, doing whatever they're doing in life. Mm-hmm. So you don't ever want to make it a thing or comfortable for a young man growing up in your household to have a gun in his hand, because that's an automatic situation. Automatic.
As my mom used to always instill in me, you can't do what everybody else does.
Exactly.
And yes, you can go get a license, you can have a carry conceal license and be legit, and everything's fine. But there's a different reaction when you are a black man and you have a gun on your waist belt versus other races that may have the same thing.
Exactly.
Because I give you a prime example. Prime example. We got to know who Cal Rittenhouse was based on him being a 17-year-old white dude that decided to join the protests and walk the streets with a rifle, and said that he felt it was his duty to protect the streets or protect America or whatever his rationale was.
Right.
You flip that. If you are a 17-year-old black boy walking down the street with a rifle, first off, you probably won't make it that far.
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, well, there's so many numbers on this list. I mean, and it's all bad if you are a young black man walking down the street with a gun, no matter if it's concealed or not, if you have a license or not. Things are different, and that's the way that you must think about it. You can't go around saying, well, they do it, and why can't? No. You can't do everything everybody else does. And it sounded so simple when my mom used to tell me that, but
right,
it's so real. And it's on so many layers. And Truth Nation, hit us up. 833-212-1017. Brian says, I really hate to say this, but other cities are ridiculing and laughing at the black populace of Milwaukee. Apparently, we are a city amassed with a lot of jugheads, so our media spellbound, purposeless pseudo parents, admitting mentally can't get right type children, period, full stop. Sad, sad, sad. That was from Brian. Brian, I think most of your message, but got a little convoluted at the end. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. And we want you to join our conversation, 833-212-1017. We'll continue the conversation on the other side of the break, and we'll get into the Wisconsin congressman cussing out kids.
See? Yo, Congressman.
More Truth Be Told. Bailey Coleman in for DT. We'll be back after this.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
On Saturday, August 5th, Milwaukee, we plan to stay woke in the fight for an inclusive, multiracial democracy.
Join the Transformative Justice Coalition in Milwaukee Sherman Park from noon to 3 p.m. as they host a live stream, nationally broadcast celebration of the 1965 Voting Rights Act.
An all-star lineup of national and local voting rights advocates will celebrate the victories of the past,
focus on the work of the present,
and inspire future leaders to be engaged in the fight to protect voting rights.
After the program, the celebration continues with a community cookout from 3 to 6 p.m.
Free and open to the public.
Enjoy free food, music, resources, and youth haircuts while they last.
And check your voter status.
That's Saturday, August 5th from noon to 3 p.m. at Sherman Park.
Or watch live on Facebook at tjc.dc. Additional sponsors: Rainbow Push Coalition, Black Voters Matter, League of Women Voters, the National Organization for Women, Wisconsin Voices, and a number of local partners.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I know how much you love listening to me bring all the smoke each and every day from 1 to 4, but now, not only can you hear me bring all the smoke, you can watch me bring all the smoke because the award-winning 1017 The Truth is streaming live. Watch all your favorite shows live.
Yeah, Truth Nation, you heard Tory Lowe right. We are streaming all of our shows live every day. To watch the best radio station with the best on-air hosts in Milwaukee, you have to go to 1017thetruth.com and click the Watch Live link. From there, you'll be able to stream us on YouTube and Twitter and get an inside look on all the fun, like watching me from noon to 1 as I do my daily fire freestyle live. Now you know your girl got them bars, right, Benjamin?
Yeah, Mel, you got them bars, and the truth is must-see TV. So make sure y'all tap in to see my boy Tory Lowe and my girl Melanie Ricks to do their thing live every day by streaming 101.7 The Truth on YouTube and Twitter. We live, baby.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Northbound on 43, a broken down vehicle right about at Locust has the right lane blocked. Going to be slowing things down out of Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to that point. Westbound 894 had an earlier problem around 76th Street where there was some debris in the right lane. That has been cleared. However, the delays have not. So we're still slow right out of the Mitchell interchange out towards Forest Home. Westbound 94 on and off the brakes just a bit from 35th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, hazy sunshine, a high of 82 at the lake, 87 inland. Tonight, mainly clear and comfortable, a low of 68 at the lake, 65 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. It was a weekend Brewers fans will soon want to forget as the Atlanta Braves busted out the Brooms to complete the series sweep of Milwaukee with the 8-6 win over the Brewers on Sunday afternoon. With the loss, the Brewers now trailing the Cincinnati Reds in the NL Central Division by half a game. The Brewers will look to rebound in Washington tonight with Corbin Burns slated to get the start. That first pitch is set for 6:05. Over to the NFL as the Green Bay Packers wrapped up week 1 of training camp on Sunday. Beginning today, the Pads coming on in Titletown as head coach Matt LaFleur ensures the standard remains high for his football team in Green Bay.
The expectations are this, that guys go out there and compete to the best of their ability each and every day, that they come here with a great attitude and great energy.
Day 5 of training camp will get underway later today. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
Truth Be Told with DT and Telly returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me.
Welcome back to Truth Be Told. Bailey Coleman in for DT. Hit us up, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. We've been talking about so far the Milwaukee organization offering free gun locks. They're going to be about 1,000 free gun locks available for your guns. So it makes it, it prevents you from being able to fire a gun. And we've seen a lot of children shooting victims and children on children. And it's been sad. And I hope this is one way we can at least curb that number that seems to continuously grow this summer. I also mentioned about my procedure I'm going to be having tomorrow, and Sir Chance hit us up on the text line. He says, "Good morning, Miss B and Mr. Hughes. Kudos to you, Telly, for your candidness regarding your imminent medical procedure, as well as your overall damage control medical advice for men. Now, as far as your post-colonoscopy regimen, bruh, just stay hydrated, eat light meals, and get plenty of rest."
You don't want to come out of that. Yeah, you don't want to come out of that going and getting the biggest, greasiest burger, even though you feel like that. You don't want to do that. Just ease back into it, bruh. Ease back into it.
I will. And being a vegan, I can run back and eat a
Oh
greasy
yeah,
burger anyway,
there you
so
go. You good.
I'll ease back into it. I'll ease back into it. That won't be my problem. The problem would be staying out of the bathroom. Sounds like I'm gonna be spending a lot of time.
Well, in the begin on this side of it, yes. Afterwards, not really. Afterwards, you'll be okay.
Okay, gotcha. And also, Grant hit us up. He says, "Telly and Bailey, we better pay full attention to this. If you have a gun in your house and a minor or an adult gets a hold of it and kills someone accidentally, that parent or gun owner will be charged if they're black. Let's face it, the rules are different for blacks and whites. We rarely hear of Caucasian parents being charged after their children are involved in shootings or mass shootings or school shootings." Grant, I can almost wholeheartedly agree, but I do think about the parents in Michigan that were charged for their son in a school shooting. It's unfortunate that there's been so many that I can't recall which one it was, but I do recall that there were some white parents that were arrested because of the son got their gun. So I do know it exists, but I do also feel you when you say the rules are different, because there are. And we look at all the mass shootings and school shootings there have been, and you're right. There really haven't been a lot of parents being held responsible or gun owners being held responsible. A lot of times, too, these people, they go out and purchase their own guns. They find a way to get it done, even if it's unknown to their parents. So hopefully this gun lock, the free gun locks, actually reduce the access to firearms, especially for minors, Bailey.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, there have been several cases where white parents, one in particular that stood out to me, where the parents were charged was, it might have been the one in Michigan. I'm not sure. Like you said, there are a lot of those on the Caucasian side. And one of the things about it in this particular case was they got the kid a gun for a holiday, a birthday, something like that, and knew he had it and didn't make sure that the gun was secured. And he took it to school, and there was a whole situation with that. I think he shot a couple of kids or something like that, allegedly. Yeah. So, and the parents thought it was cute that he had the gun, and he got caught in class playing with the gun the first time. So it was a whole situation.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see how this pans out, and hopefully there will be some numbers and results that says or demonstrates this type of behaviors and crimes are being reduced based on these free 99 gun locks.
Free 99.
And you can go get them. There are 10 different locations. Boy, big day in Madison.
Yes.
Justice-elect Judge Janet Protasiewicz will be sworn in today as Wisconsin's next state Supreme Court justice, and this move will shift the balance of the state's high court from a majority of conservative justices to liberal.
Yay.
Yay.
I mean,
good news. But don't think they're going to legalize marijuana anytime soon.
Oh, come on. Minnesota just legalized marijuana.
Yeah, they
not
did.
Not that I partake, but I just feel like,
I still
everybody else doing it.
Right.
What'd your mama say?
Legalizing it.
What'd your mama say?
Everybody else is monetizing off of it.
Exactly.
Maybe the sales tax wouldn't have had to go up if this was legal.
That's
it's not
true.
about everyone just trying to walk around and be hippies in 2023.
Exactly.
It's about money. It's about at least 2.8 million crossing over the border into Illinois, giving Illinois that money.
Hello.
Because it's not free. But anyway.
Yeah. But what did your mother say? Because everybody else does it, do you have to do it?
Right? I don't know if she was talking about that. Right. It does apply across the board.
It does apply.
And this is one of the biggest things, or one of the things that is making a lot of liberals excited about this is because now one of the high-profile cases that is expected to come before the state's high court includes Wisconsin's 1849 abortion ban.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was something that Justice Protasiewicz ran on her campaign.
We need to just go ahead and pull that one up right now. Just strike it down, get it out the books for forever.
Yeah.
We need to handle that business first. Then go ahead and let the whole marijuana thing that seems to be on every ballot that we've had in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
We're going to let that. Yeah, because you know what? I'm tired of giving up my tax money. I ain't got no kids in high school and all that no more. Tired of giving it up.
Yeah. Look, a lot of things are expected to shift. It's been a conservative high court for I hope I'm not mistaken here, Bailey. It's been conservative in Madison for a pretty long time, right?
Yeah. You know what? And Wisconsin is really I mean, now it's more regarded as kind of a purple state, a swing state. But hey, Wisconsin elected Barack Obama twice. So come on now.
Hey, it just all changed in 2016.
Okay.
It all changed in 2016. But, yes, and man, oh, man. Speaking of the Wisconsin political scene, boy, what's up with this congressman, Van Orton?
See,
ooh, man.
See.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that on the other side of the break because this congressman was straight tripping.
Exactly.
But it also shows the difference.
Yes.
It shows the difference.
Yes, it does.
That might be the theme today. Ben, I think we're trending towards our truth of the matter. The truth of the matter might be, and I'm saying it now, we do this at the end, but you can't do what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Because, so Senator LaTanya Johnson was reprimanded and ridiculed for saying a swear word about something she was very passionate about. And now you have another congressman that has somewhat of a potty mouth.
Republican from Wisconsin. Okay. Never heard of him, though.
Yes, and we will tell you all about this bizarre story that took place in Madison at the state capitol. Bailey Coleman in for DT. Keep it locked on Truth Be Told.
Truth Be Told with DT and Telly returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Wednesday at Washington Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's summer concert series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Also, come enjoy the Black Arts Fest MKE this Saturday from noon until 10 p.m. at the Summerfest grounds. The festival strives to educate all and strengthen pride in African ancestry. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Good Karma Brands is celebrating Thriving Through. We are proud to share an encouraging story from the Truth's General Manager, Cherie Harris, of thriving through her breast cancer diagnosis.
I feel if you're comfortable, it's important to speak on it. You know, at work, people are going to discover something's going on with you because you're going to be out. Your body's going to change. You're either going to gain weight, you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose hair. Your whole makeup is going to change, and how you respond to people is going to change. So it's okay to say, hey, I'm just not doing well. I'm going through something, and this is what it is, and I need your support. Do I have your support? So don't be afraid to say something is wrong. We are strong Black women, and we do hold the torch, and people come to us for so many things, but it's time that people help us when we're dealing with something like cancer, and we need the help. We should not be in this alone. And it was important for me to speak up on it because I wanted to continue to work. I wanted to continue to live my life each day and not have that interrupted. So it was okay for me to speak up on it, and hopefully somebody can see how well I'm adjusting to it, and when it happens to them or someone they know, that they know they're going to be okay. And if you're not going to be okay, you got to understand what that is, and you want to speak on that as well and get the help that you need. If you don't ask, you may not receive that help, and it may be too late. I was proactive about my care, and I didn't ignore something. I didn't ignore that lump under my right arm because it wasn't under my left arm. It was that simple, like something's here, but it's not on the other side of my body. What could it be? And the worst thing that it can be, and we always go to that, oh, it could be cancer. Okay, so it's cancer. What are we going to do about it? We are going to fight it. We're we're going to thrive through it, and we're going to give you the best care possible to make this disease go away. And that's all you can ask for. And the sooner you do that, the better life you will have, the better outcome you will have.
Support our Thrive Through initiative by buying an exclusive Truth Thrive Through shirt by visiting 1017thetruth.com. All proceeds go to support breast cancer research. More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The process and the end product are equally as valuable.
Yeah, I don't got it yet, but I'm trying. And I see that there's no point in me lying.
The 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Wednesday, tomorrow, to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's Summer Concert Series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Join us from 5 to 8 p.m. at Washington Park. And lastly, come and join us at the Black Arts Fest MKE this Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at the Summerfest grounds. Black Art Fest MKE will be a fun-filled event featuring art, education, music, entertainment, poetry, dance, and more. The festival strives to educate all and strengthen pride in African ancestry. Come on out, bring the kids, your peers, and the elders to this multi-generational experience. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you. Welcome back to Truth Be Told. Bailey Coleman in for DT. We talking about Justice-elect Janet Potasewicz. She will be sworn in Madison today, and there was another incident in Madison. Oh my gosh, this is the more I've read into the story, the crazier it gets. Republican U.S. Representative Derek Van Orden cursed and yelled at teenagers who were on a tour of the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. This is the freshman lawmaker from Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District, called Senate pages who were hosting a tour late Wednesday lazy bleep, and to get the bleep up off the floor when they were lying down in the Capitol Rotunda taking photos of the Capitol Dome. Now, I believe that this type of profanity and name calling and things of that nature became more common, more accepted once former President Donald Trump used to say whatever. It called Joe Biden Sleepy Joe and said Ted Cruz had an ugly wife, and I mean, it did not matter what Donald Trump said. And actually last week, he just called President Joe Biden a dumb SOB. Yes. And when this becomes normalized, then this is okay. And Congressman Van Orden was not apologetic about this at all, and I know we'll get to it on during the second hour of Truth Be Told. And Truth Nation, we want to hear what your thoughts are about this congressman yelling and cursing at children, at high school kids. High school kids. Yes, that were laying down in the Capitol Rotunda to take pictures of the Capitol Dome. And he said, quote, "I have long said our nation's capital is a symbol of the sacrifice our servicemen and women have made for this country and should never be treated like a frat house common room." What? Threatening and oh, no, it goes on. He says, threatening a congressman with bad press to excuse poor behavior is a reminder of everything that's wrong with Washington. Luckily, bad press has never bothered me, and if it's the price I pay to stand up for what's right, then so be it.
Okay, we're going to get into this next hour, right? Because I got a whole lot to say.
Oh, yes. Yes,
I got a whole
And-
portion to say on that one.
Oh, yes, yes. And in response to the incident, Democrats slammed Van Orden. Guess why, Bailey?
Because of the whole January 6th thing. Are you kidding me?
This fool was outside of the Capitol during the January 6th insurrection. So this is the same person that said you should always respect the Capitol. You shouldn't be treating it like a frat house. How did they treat the Capitol on January 6th?
Oh, my gosh. You know,
Were they treating it as the Capitol, the holy ground that they're trying to paint this as now? All the servicemen and women that sacrificed their lives and blah, blah, blah. But you're out there watching them destroy what America is supposed to be symbolized by.
Right.
But we will get into this way deeper on the other side of the break. Make sure you keep it locked for hour number 2. Bailey Coleman in for DT. You're listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. More after the break.
Hey Truth Nation, it's your girl Melanie Ricks from Nothing But the Truth, and we want you to join us for our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We're bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious food, financial resources, healthcare resources, and free haircuts for all kids. So mark your calendars for Saturday, August 12th to come out to our Truth Family Fest, sponsored by Ascension, Wisconsin, Educators Credit Union, Hunger Task Force, and Associated Bank.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Don't let biased algorithms, or degree screens, or exclusive professional networks, or stereotypes. Don't let anything keep you from discovering the half of the workforce who are stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time to tear the paper ceiling and see the stars beyond it. Find out how you can make stars part of your talent strategy at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. Good morning, Truth Nation. It's August 1st. It's the first of the month. And we are glad that you are tuning in to us being Bailey Coleman in for DT. I'm Telly. You're listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Hour number 2. That first hour, Bailey, man, oh man, we covered a lot.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and I can't wait to continue the conversation we were having before the break. And this is an interesting one. Because there's more to these headlines than what you see. That's why you got to read these stories sometime, because you could just look at the headline, which says, "Get the F up. Wisconsin Congressman Van Orden curses, yells at high school students during Capitol tour." Now, yes, on the surface, that is messed up. No adult, especially someone in that position, should be talking to tourists, high school students who are touring the Capitol, telling them to get the F up. This is not a frat house, you lazy beep, because there were some high school students that were laying down on the Capitol Rotunda floor wanting to take pictures of the Capitol Dome, which is a very fascinating thing. It doesn't seem like that is too far-fetched, or it doesn't seem like they would be partying or drinking or doing whatever. I'm sure they wanted to lay down, get a good picture, get up, and continue to tour.
Exactly.
But apparently Van Orden wasn't having that. And I will read his quote once again. He says, quote, "I have long said our nation's capital is a symbol of the sacrifice our servicemen and women have made this for this country and should never be treated like a frat house common room. Threatening a congressman with bad press to excuse poor behavior is a reminder of everything that's wrong with Washington. Luckily, bad press has never bothered me. And if it's the price I pay to stand up for what's right, then so be it." It is so amazing how the term fake news and bad press and this, that, the other came about when Donald Trump was running. And it all makes sense. But the funny thing about it is he paid the National Enquirer's editor to catch and kill so many stories, and then the stories that actually got out that they couldn't catch and kill, he called it fake news.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So all Republicans, not all Republicans, I take that back, I retract.
Just most.
A lot of Republicans
just most
feel as though they can say whatever and do whatever, and then when you call them out on it, they say it's fake news. Now, you heard how patriotic his quote was. And, Bailey, I definitely want to get to, like you said, you got a lot to say about this, but I want to make this quick point. How can you talk about how patriotic you are and how the Capitol is a symbol of everything servicemen and women has sacrificed, and then you were there January 6th on the outside of and watching? I wouldn't doubt that he participated, but watching them destroy what is supposed to be one of the greatest symbols of America. Sounds like a contradiction to me.
Sounds like a huge contradiction. A huge contradiction. Well, Telly, now here's my thing. First of all, I have never heard of this congressman, which to me says he's talking about bad press and getting bad press. He's probably not had any press because ain't nobody heard of him. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's just what you said. How in the world can you fault these kids? They're just hanging out, taking a tour. Oh my gosh. You should be there trying to encourage them and get them to think about, their life of service and how they can help, and encouraging them and letting them see. I mean, all of these historical things in the Capitol. Even if you're going to Madison, or whether you're in the United States Capitol, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of great history there and a lot of things that those young people need to learn. So, the architecture is amazing in a lot of these places as well. So how do you do that? I mean, you have to be totally heartless to do that to some kids. They're trying to see the architecture. They're laying on their back, but how else do you propose that they take a picture of the ceiling and the construction, of the architecture of the ceiling? How do you do that? I mean, it's just ridiculous that there are adults like this. And then, not to mention, he was allegedly part of the whole insurrection thing. Mm-hmm. So you were part of that whole thing, allegedly, supposedly. And you're critiquing these kids when that was the first time a Confederate flag had ever been in the United States Capitol. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. And you and your crew just kicking it, just hanging out there?
Now, he told the students to, you lazy beep, and to get the bleep up. Now, Van Orden, this even gets more interesting. Van Orden, a retired Navy SEAL, did not deny the incident in a statement, but noted the rotunda served as a field hospital where countless Union soldiers died fighting during the Civil War. Now, it's okay that you're quoting all of these historical facts, but you were there not in a capacity to protect the Capitol on January 6, 2021, but you were watching them destroy, or as his president put it, take the country back because it was stolen from them.
Right. Stolen.
Truth Nation, help us out. Help us understand. 833-212.
The math ain't mathing.
1017.
You know what? It's just hard to understand.
Yes. That's all we're trying to do. We're not saying is right, wrong, or indifferent. We just want to understand. That's all. That's all. It looks like Craig is trying to give us some understanding, but Craig hit us up on the text and talk line. Craig says, so it's okay for him, the white man, to stand up for what's right, curse, and say how he feels, no matter how he say it. But they want the black woman to apologize, be reprimanded for it, and made to look like she has no control on the floor. Shaking my head, hypocrites. What a joke.
I mean, isn't that always the way it is? Isn't that always the way it is? We want you to hit us up on the True Talk and text line 833-212-1017. HP on the line.
HP, good morning. You're on Truth Be Told. What's your question or comment?
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
I guess my comment is on that congressman talking about how the kids were there sitting around like fat boys, and a lot of these congressmen work.
HP, can you roll up your window, or you got a lot of background noise?
Oh, my bad.
We can barely hear
you. Hear me now?
Yeah,
all good.
That's better.
Yep. We just want to make sure we can hear you.
Yeah, no, the congressman was talking about how this place in the Capitol shouldn't be a place, where like it's like frat boys and stuff like that. a lot of these congressmen were frat boys, you know? Like, they've done the shitty things, you know? So they can't really go back on their word and talk about little kids trying to enjoy a space like that, especially if they want someone to actually love the country and enjoy the space. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We agree. We agree, and we do think it. And HP, thanks for the call and comment, and we appreciate you always tuning in. And I just there's so many double standards, and HP is right. A lot of these guys were frat boys. I mean, that was the whole Brett Kavanaugh when he was being picked by Trump to be on the Supreme Court justice. There was a lot of talk about his partying days, and there are even SNL spoofs about how much he liked to drink beer and things of that nature. So you are so right. And and this congressman being a retired Navy SEAL,
right?
I don't know what his lifestyle was or is, but there's a chance that he has partook in some fret-like activities in his life.
But these are high school students. They're not in college yet.
Exactly. Exactly. And why did he think it was his responsibility to say something to these kids? Why wasn't his responsibility to stop people from going into Nancy Pelosi's office and defecating on her desk and threatening to kill her? And what about the people that were chanting, hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence? They wanted to kill, and they went into the Capitol looking for these people.
Right.
It wasn't like they were looking for them to say, hi, what do you want for Christmas?
Right.
They showed up with bad intentions.
But so, let's be clear. They broke into the Capitol.
Yes.
It was not a tour. It was not nothing. They broke into the Capitol.
There were fatalities.
Exactly.
There were fatalities. What about the police? I want to say there were 2 District of Columbia police officers that died during this. So you're talking about people that died. They were trying to tear down, like, what was the goal of the insurrection? You have to look at that. It's not like they showed up and thinking that they were just going to go in there and stop the vote from taking place that Joe Biden won the election. Like, it is so mind-blowing. And for him to be a part of that, no matter in what capacity, you were there.
Exactly.
And if you were there, you intended to be there. You were there on purpose, and you knew why you were there. And to turn around and talk about all the sacrifices, and just because some high school students laid down on the rotunda floor and took a picture, man, get out of here.
And it wasn't like these kids were alone. They were there with the pages that work at the Capitol. It was a group tour, and I'm sure if the pages would have thought that there was a problem, they would have said, hey, you guys, can't really do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just ridiculous how certain people, take things upon themselves. Is it your job to be a page? Is it your job to guide them through? No, you're a congressman. A congressman, mind you, from Wisconsin. Wisconsin, we need to take a look at these folk.
Hey.
Take a look at who we sending to represent us, because everybody ain't worthy now.
But I look at that as, first off, that's not your job. You are not the gatekeeper of the Capitol. You don't set the laws. You don't set the rules. I look at it like if I'm broadcasting a basketball game, I'm doing play-by-play, and I see a fan run out on the floor. I take off my headset and I go tackle him, and I'll be like, you don't disrespect the basketball court like that. First thing people will be like, hey, man, that's not your job. You're there to broadcast the game, not be security. That's why there's things called security.
Exactly.
There are people that are assigned to make sure what's being done is okay to be done. And I just, oh, man. But to read, I say this and I implore people, when you see headlines like that, I was one of them. One meaning I just kind of looked at it and was like, oh, man, that's messed up. But, I mean, Donald Trump just called President Biden a dumb SOB. So clearly that's fine. But when you look at the double standards, when LaTanya Johnson was on the Wisconsin floor, Capitol floor, and she was speaking about how suburban Wisconsinites don't understand what is going on in the city. And you have people that don't have any dealings in the city, but making decisions for the people that live in the city. And she was very passionate about it. And I can't recall what she said, but it was a big deal where they pretty much demanded that she apologized. And I can't remember which Republican congressman came out and said that, you know, this behavior shouldn't be tolerated and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. But you have a congressman from the state of Wisconsin at the U.S. Capitol behaving in this manner. It is, whew, I don't know, people. We have to do better. But when we return, some Drake news. You know, this is Drake week in Milwaukee. Drizzy will be in Milwaukee, but there has been a change in the date. So if you are going to attend, you want to make sure you keep it locked to find out what that change is. Bailey Coleman in for DT. More Truth Be Told with DT and Telly after the break.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we want to celebrate the survivors of breast cancer and highlight their stories of fighting and thriving through their diagnosis. To celebrate survivors, for a limited time only, we're selling specialty 1017 The Truth Thrive Through shirts. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to purchase our limited edition Thrive Through shirts supported by Obvious Shirts. All sale proceeds go to support the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Breast Cancer Care and Research Fund. To support this effort, you can visit 1017thetruth.com to buy a specialty Truth shirt and support the fight against breast cancer.
Black Arts Fest MKE returns to the Summerfest grounds on Saturday, August 5th from noon till 10 p.m. Come celebrate African heritage and black culture with live music, great food, vendor shopping, and more. The musical lineup includes performances by R&B Live, Classic, Natty Nation, Sean Hinton, Tasha Nicole, Christopher's Project, DMC, Gospel by Anthony McCahey and Praise Motivated, and 4RL and The Inspiration. Come enjoy blues by Marvelous Mac and Cameron Webb, a Tina Turner tribute performed by Ish the Singer, a reunion show by Growing Nation, and more. The Divine Nine Party is back, celebrating all 9 historically black fraternities and sororities. New this year, MSBU will host a stepper set in the cultural stage area with live music performances by DJ Kelsey. What a lineup. You don't want to miss a minute. Saturday, August 5th, Black Arts Fest MKE is where you want to be. Noon till 10 p.m. on the Summerfest grounds. Kids 7 and under get in free, so bring the family. For tickets, go to blackartsfestmke.com. That's blackartsfestmke.com.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as 1 business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Looking for natural health and beauty solutions? Earth Angel Studio has you covered. Our organic products nourish your body and promote overall wellness. Try our unique tea blends for a perfect balance of flavor and health benefits. Join our exclusive membership for first access to new products and services, members-only sales, and exciting prize giveaways. Our experts offer top-quality spiritual health services like yoga, meditation, and Reiki. Visit Earth Angel Studio in Milwaukee, Sherman, Phoenix for transformative health and wellness solutions.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Take 5, the Northside Classic. Hurry back. Yeah. Get ahead, go ahead if you're hungry.
1017 The Truth. Truth Nation, we want you to join us for our free and open to the public Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. Now, we're bringing the community together for a free family festival that will have everything for everyone. There'll be live music, free haircuts for kids, delicious food, healthcare resources, financial education resources, and free giveaways. Yes, we can't wait to see you on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our Truth Family Fest. The Truth Family Fest is sponsored by Ascension, Wisconsin, Educators Credit Union, Hunger Task Force, and Associated Bank.
Bailey Coleman in for DT this morning. You're listening to Truth Be Told. Back in April, Bailey, Drake announced his first concert in Milwaukee.
I know.
The date for its All A Blur tour is scheduled for August 3rd, which is Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Well, there's been a change.
There's been a change?
Been a change. He's still coming.
Uh-huh.
But
I've been trying to get tickets to the show. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, you ain't got to try that hard. You just got to come out about $500, $600, $700.
Yeah, that's.
You'll be good. You'll be in there.
And here's the thing, the way my bank account is set up right now.
Well, Drake fans, Drizzy has changed the scheduled concert from August 3rd, Thursday, to August 4th. So you got to wait one more day. And that's rare because typically when a concert date changes, it's another month or at least another week. But it's another day. They want to have it on Friday as opposed to Thursday due to the size of the production and in order to bring the entire production and the best version of the show to Milwaukee.
Okay. Now I've seen.
So that's a good reason.
That's a good reason. I've seen him in concert before.
Oh, you have? So,
up close,
so what are the people in Milwaukee in store for?
It's going to be huge. It's a huge deal. I mean, flying cars, all kind. Okay, I don't want to give too much away.
Well, I mean, he may not be doing the same thing, so you can
No,
just say what you
probably not. Yeah, that's true. He probably not doing the same thing. Knowing him, he switched it up. But it was just a lot. I saw him on the Drake and the Three Migos tour. And,
okay,
it was an amazing show. And, he comes out, and I hate to compare him to Luther Vandross, but Luther used to always get on the stage and say, okay, I'm going to do every hit I have. As long as y'all don't keep stopping me, I'm going to just keep going and get to everything I can, all right? And that's kind of the thing with Drake, and that's one of the things I love about concerts. I don't, I want to hear the songs the way that you recorded them. Mm-hmm. I want to hear hit after hit if you got hit after hit. I want the whole thing because you never know with these people. You never know if you're going to get a chance to see them again. So you want the whole thing and you want to see it, how it go. And, just keep going because I don't want you to miss a song. I get mad if you miss a song. And I don't want a whole bunch of new stuff. Don't bring me the new stuff. You might be able to try that, maybe one or two in the beginning, but pretty much sing the hits, let's go, or rap the hits, let's go. Let's do it.
Bailey, I don't care who you are. You can be the super duper mega star. But you're right. When you go to a concert, you're going to hear the hits.
Yep.
And as soon as the artist like, I've been working on some new music, and then
right.
That's when you see the energy totally shift.
And they don't get it. They think you're excited about hearing their new music, and it's like, pretty much no.
No. Right.
if you have to sing or rap 30 seconds or something, okay, let's get to it because my time's wasting. I'm going to need to hear some more hits.
Yeah. But before we continue, you said Luther would say, hey, I'm going to do this as long as y'all don't stop me. How does the crowd stop you?
I mean, with their clapping and with their, more, just getting in there. He said, I'm going to run this down as quick as I possibly. I'm going to do all I can. But if y'all keep stopping me with your clapping and your screaming and stuff, it's going to be a problem.
Wow. Now, Bailey, I am new to the concert world and going to concerts. I mean, I've been to my fair share, but now I have a 16-year-old who is very much into going to concerts and things like that, and I'm learning things like, and I don't know if this has always been around, but you can go and see the playlist that the songs they're going to perform before you even go. Has that always been around?
That has not always been around.
Okay.
Usually it's like, surprise,
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm trying to remember.
But there's a lot of things that you can do now that, we couldn't do when we was coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of things. I mean, you can see, what the stage is going to look like. We never knew, Yeah. There's all kinds of things. A lot of times these artists are doing backstage stuff so you can see what it looks like backstage when they're, preparing and all that kind of stuff. It's just a whole different world.
I want the element. I love the element of surprise.
Right.
I want to go and I want to walk away saying, wow, and I didn't even know he was going to do that. And I didn't know this person was going to come out. But if you go and you're sitting there and you have the list on your phone, you're scrolling, all right, he going to do so-and-so after this, and he's going to do I'm on one, and DJ Khaled going to come out. And he'd be like, wait a minute, man. Like, there's no surprises. There's no surprises. That's the problem. Everybody needs to know. I got to know. Like, just wait.
So you didn't go to any concerts back in the day?
No, I really didn't. My first concert, I would say was I was in my early 20s. I want to say about 22. I went to the this is a crazy combo. I was in Atlanta and I went to Outkast and Nelly Furtado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
what
I
a
said. That
combo.
was a really weird combo. I mean, I went to concerts here and there, but like a big one, no, I never did when I was like a teenager.
So you missed then if you didn't go as a teenager, then you missed the whole era of how they would have like 20 buses and 20 trailers, and the tours would be really elaborate. Like what comes to mind for me is the Janet Jackson, tours that she would do, just huge, elaborate, like the Velvet Rope and Rhythm Nation and, all of those tours. It was just a whole different, sort of thing, all the staging and the this and the that. It used to be huge. But now when she came, a couple months ago, totally different. Artists don't do that anymore. They got some, the screens and everything, and she got like 3 or 4 dancers. She literally had to have like 50 or more dancers back then. Now she got 4 people, her and 4 people, and
3 of her cousins she been riding with for a while.
Man, exactly.
That know all the moves.
exactly. And the staging is really nice, but not overly done, not overly elaborate, but with the screens and how they do the screens these days, it can be as elaborate as you want it to be. It was an amazing show because of all of the, the screens and stuff, the different screens and stuff that she had. Not as expensive as taking like, tons of people, tons of equipment and backdrops and this and that. She had changing backgrounds, and I mean, literally, like when she would do, Escapade, she literally had a whole change of background. It was black, it was colorful, it was this, it was that, and it was like pieces. They were literal set pieces versus the screens that could put up the same set pieces. You know what I mean? So, I mean, just total change. And that's the way it is with artists now. They have totally stripped down their shows. They've gone to this whole, screen thing where they can do, different things, and it's totally cool, and totally different, and totally less expensive for them.
Well, you were talking about how your bank account is set up.
Yeah.
Well, growing up being raised by a single parent, I mean, there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Concerts and things of the extracurriculars really weren't in our budget. So a lot of things I did experience once I became an adult. But, yeah, the concerts are different. And like you said, people are doing things differently. And just like your girls, Cardi B, I'm going to let you take this one. Because she acting different on stage, too. What was that, Ben?
Oh, we're going to come back. We'll talk about it when we come back from the break.
Yeah, let's do it when we come back from the break.
Yeah.
Dope conversation.
Yeah. That's what's up.
We're going to take up Cardi.
That's why Ben is there, Bailey. He keeps us on track.
Exactly.
He keeps us on task.
Exactly.
And we got to stay on time. And when we come back, we will talk about our girl, Cardi B. And some hot water.
Woo!
More Truth Be Told when we return. Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I lost my 10-year-old daughter, Teresa, to COVID in just a few short days. Teresa was a healthy child who loved to dance. When Teresa got sick, I didn't think it was serious until she was rushed to the hospital. COVID and flu can be serious for anyone, but they're especially dangerous for communities of color. Please get your COVID and flu vaccines and stay up to date on all immunizations, because vaccines save lives.
To learn how to protect your family, visit vaccinateyourfamily.org/learn.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas
And Telly Hughes.
from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We do still have some backups northbound on 43 from the Marquette all the way up past Locust, or actually past Keefe. The southbound side is going to be backed up from just before Hampton Avenue down past Locust. Westbound 94, 25th Street through the Stadium interchange is going to be the heavy spot. On the eastbound side, slowing down from 76 through the Stadium. And then on 41 southbound, looks like we got the left lane blocked because of a crash right about at Burleigh. And that's going to be tying things up as well, so just be prepared for that. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, hazy sunshine with a high of 82 at the lakefront, 87 inland. Tonight, mainly clear and comfortable, a low of 68 at the lake, 65 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snide. It was a weekend Brewers fans will soon want to forget as the Atlanta Braves busted out the Bruins to complete the series sweep of Milwaukee with the 8-6 win over the Brewers on Sunday afternoon. With the loss, the Brewers now trailing the Cincinnati Reds in the NL Central Division by half a game. The Brewers will look to rebound in Washington tonight with Corbin Burns slated to get the start. That first pitch is set for 6:05. Over to the NFL as the Green Bay Packers wrapped up week 1 of training camp on Sunday. Beginning today, the Pads coming on in Titletown as head coach Matt LaFleur ensures the standard remains high for his football team in Green Bay.
The expectations are this, that guys go out there and compete to the best of their ability each and every day, that they come here with a great attitude and great energy.
Day 5 of training camp will get underway later today. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Energy made this one. Yeah.
1017 The Truth. You're checking out Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Hey, check it out, Truth Nation. We want to celebrate the survivors of breast cancer and highlight their stories of fighting and thriving through their diagnosis. Please visit 1017 The Truth YouTube page to watch Carrie Noni's interview with our beloved General Manager, Cherie Harris, as she discusses how she thrived through her diagnosis. To celebrate her journey, for a limited time only, we are selling specialty 1017 The Truth shirts, t-shirts. Go to 1017thetruth.com right now to purchase your limited edition Thrive Through shirt. All sales and proceeds go to the Frederick and Medical College of Wisconsin Breast Cancer Care and Research Fund. Again, to support this effort, we ask that you visit 1017thetruth.com to purchase a limited edition Truth shirt and support the fight against breast cancer.
Also, the Black-owned businesses Give Back is back. We have again teamed up with the Associated Bank to help local black businesses grow and succeed together. The home of Milwaukee Black Talk will be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 black businesses each quarter of 2023. To sign up for this incredible marketing opportunity, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com, Associated Bank member FDIC. Drake is in town this week, but if you show up Thursday, he will not be there.
Not at all.
The original date has been pushed back one day from August 3rd to August 4th. Drake will be at Fiserv Forum for the first time in Milwaukee. And speaking of other entertainers, Cardi B. Loosening that arm up, throwing things. I'll let you handle this one. Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, let me say I have had the pleasure of meeting Cardi about 3 or 4 times. And always been cool. She's always been very nice. But so here's the thing. There's a lot that this is like a developing situation. But, you know, at concerts these days, there's always been people that go to concerts that throw stuff on stage. But, you know, it's usually like, okay, ladies, bras, panties, stuff like that. But these days, there's been a lot more of things that can hurt the artist being thrown on stage. So Cardi, now, as we get into this story, you find out early on in this particular concert, Cardi was telling the fans to kind of throw some water on her because she came out on stage, she was hot, and her security and all that, they were like, you know, throw a little water on. Water, that's it. So there was a fan that I think kind of later on in the show kind of took it to another level when she actually threw not just water, it might have been soda with ice, big ice blocks at Cardi and hit her in her dome, right? Now, there have been other artists who have recently had huge items hit them in the head. There was a country singer, and she stopped her show and got mad and had a little rant, and she got hit in the head with some kind of big bracelet. There was another pop star, and he got hit in the head with some kind of item, but it hurt him. Okay. So it's getting more and more dangerous. So Cardi gets hit in the dome with a bunch of ice cubes. She got mad. Cardi was not playing. She don't ever play. Don't ever mistake that. And you know, she's been going through since her cousin-in-law or whatever passed. But what she did changed everything from that point on. She took the mic that she held in her hand and threw it at the perpetrator, at the person that, of course, she allegedly did this, but you could pretty much see it on video. She threw it at the person that threw the ice at her, and the woman immediately apologized.
At this alleged throwing right now. That ain't no alleged. That she might want to go try out for the Brewers.
So immediately the next day, there was a woman that reported the incident to the cops, but she was a woman standing next to the drink thrower. But she claims the mic hit her too. And in some video angles, you can see the mic ricocheting off the original person that Cardi threw the mic at. But it appears that Cardi, of course, is not going to get away scot-free from her microphone toss in Las Vegas. She's now listed as a suspect in a battery case, according to TMZ. Well, you can't just go around hitting folk, especially if you got, that's an open invitation, right? That's an open invitation, because if you have a lot of money and you do something like that, if the mic would have hit me, I'd have fell out. I'd have fell out on the floor. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have fell out, because I'm like, well, first of all, she shouldn't have been throwing the mic.
Yes.
And then it's gonna hit me. My arm would have been immediately broke, I swear. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But really, that's the thing that people don't understand. Once you become a celebrity, you can't do normal things anymore.
Exactly. Throwing a mic isn't normal, even though it allegedly earlier on in the week, supposedly Carly, why am I thinking of that child? Cardi allegedly earlier in the week threw a microphone at a DJ, or they said the DJ booth, right? Because during the whole show, the DJ kept messing up. That's what is being alleged. And so when she was done with her set, she literally threw the mic at the DJ booth.
Yeah, there were two. Gosh.
So she out here bad right now.
Look, she may need to put Velcro on the microphone to make sure next time she performs.
Exactly.
Pine tar that baseball players use.
Exactly. So she's, but because this has been, I laughed last night because I came upon this thing with Alicia Keys and her son. And they were backstage, and Alicia had let her people record it, and she's talking to her son, and he was commenting on what she was wearing. And he was like, "We really gonna do this?" And she was like, "This ain't no big deal. Ain't nobody gonna, we got everything covered up," because she had some pasties on. And then she had a top on over it. And he was like, "People just go see you?" I was like, is he 10? What is he, 9? 8? And then he was like, "Look, ain't nothing going down tonight. I'm here with you, Mom." And she was like, she just was looking at him like, "Oh, he's so cute." Well, on stage with Alicia Keys was her son, and he was acting like he was her bodyguard. He was like, and the caption said, "Not tonight, Mom. Ain't nobody doing it tonight." Because he not playing. He got daddy's orders. Ain't nobody throwing nothing at Alicia Keys.
Right. Brittany hit us up on the talking text line. You can as well, 833-212-1017. Brittany says the lady next to the black lady who got hit with the mic is suing because it hit her as well. The lady said, "Sorry for throwing the ice water. It's the leech trying to get paid. That's funny to me." So the person that actually committed, it wasn't a crime, but the person that threw the ice water on the stage is just, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Oh, she was immediately apologetic.
Yeah, she wants to move on. Now, it's the person that got grazed. It's like, "Oh, God.
Right.
Oh, man, this is
that hit me. Oh, it ricocheted. I got,
the pain and suffering that I was experiencing in that moment."
And then the anger in Cardi's face, it got to my nerves, and I can't take it.
And then the post-traumatics things I'm going to have to deal with. Oh, God. I think $50,000 would make
I feel better. I feel better. It was in my mind for a long time. I can't. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, man. It's just things like this, it just ceased to never amaze me. And we're going to have to see how those charges and everything play out for Miss Cardi B, because those couple of mic throws, one of them going to cost her.
Look,
she going to throw 2 mics and nothing happens.
She going to settle it. I
think she will. They're going to give her some free tickets to her next concert, and she'll be straight.
Yeah.
Pay for a hotel, pay for her flight.
Yeah.
Put on Frontier, she'll be good. Coming up, we'll wrap the show up with our segment called Truth of the Matter. We will get the truth of the matter from today's show from Bailey Coleman and Ben. I am Telly. You're listening to Truth Be Told. We'll wrap things up after the break.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The 1017 The Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join us this Wednesday at Washington Park from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to celebrate Washington Park Wednesday's summer concert series. It will be a night of music, food, and fun. Also, come enjoy the Black Arts Fest MKE this Saturday from noon until 10 p.m. at the Summerfest grounds. The festival strives to educate all and strengthen pride in African ancestry. The 1017 The Truth Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you.
On Saturday, August 5th, Milwaukee, we plan to stay woke in the fight for an inclusive, multiracial democracy.
Join the Transformative Justice Coalition in Milwaukee Sherman Park from noon to 3 p.m. as they host a live stream, nationally broadcast celebration of the 1965 Voting Rights Act.
An all-star lineup of national and local voting rights advocates will celebrate the victories of the past,
focus on the work of the present,
and inspire future leaders to be engaged in the fight to protect voting rights.
After the program, the celebration continues with a community cookout from 3 to 6 p.m.
Free and open to the public.
Enjoy free food, music, resources, and youth haircuts while they last.
And check your voter status.
That's Saturday, August 5th from noon to 3 p.m. at Sherman Park.
Or watch live on Facebook at tjc.dc. Additional sponsors: Rainbow Push Coalition, Black Voters Matter, League of Women Voters, the National Organization for Women, Wisconsin Voices, and a number of local partners.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as 1 business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The ultimate family-friendly concert experience is back and all new for 2023. The Kids Bop Never Stop live tour is coming your way, so get ready to sing and dance. August 8th, 7:30 at the State Fair Main Stage. On sale now at wistatefair.com. So come have the best time ever at the Kids Bop Never Stop live tour. See you there. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Y'all know what it is, Truth Nation. This is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Bailey Coleman in the building. This is Truth of the Matter.
You heard Benjamin. It's that time. We've come to the end of Truth Be Told, and it's now time to get the truth of the matter. Ladies first, we'll start with you, Bailey Coleman. What's the truth of the matter today?
The truth of the matter is You can't always do what everybody else does.
Come on now, you got to give my mom some credit for that.
Yo,
Annie Hughes.
look, let's give your mom all the credit, because she's right. You can't. You have to look and observe and see what's best for you and what the truth is in any situation, because your truth might be different from your cousin and them.
A lot of times it is. Benjamin, what's the truth of the matter, sir?
Truth of the matter is that Wisconsin congressman didn't give a damn about them kids, okay? He didn't care about the kids at all. They're the future, and he out here cussing at them.
Hey, Ben, FDK?
For real, though. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here.
Yes. And the truth of the matter for me is going back to my mom, may she rest in peace. Can't do what other people do. And we are constantly reminded of the double standards that exist. And you could sit up and talk about how wrong it is, or you can understand that it exists and is going to continue to exist. And you need to make sure that you do what is best for you, not what everybody else is doing, because the same rules don't apply to everyone.
Exactly.
So that is the truth of the matter, and this has been Truth Be Told. Bailey Coleman, thanks for filling in for DT. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next. Peace out.
Milwaukee, it's Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
We want to make sure you join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. for our Black Friday shout-out powered by We Energies.
Black Friday is your opportunity to call into 101.7 The Truth and shout out your black-owned business and let Milwaukee know what you have to offer.
So hit us up every Friday at 8 a.m. to shout out your black-owned business on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Truth Nation, this is Sherwin Hughes, and we want you to join us for our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We're bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious food, financial resources, healthcare resources, and free haircuts for the kids. So mark your calendars for Saturday, August 12th to come out to our Truth Family Fest sponsored by Ascension, Wisconsin, Educators Credit Union, Hunger Task Force, and Associated Bank.